Alright, I just watched this video yesterday that got recommended in my iPad because my iPad was connected to this account. So yeah, let's get into the video. Let's get into the video. Credits to the channel over here. Credits to the owner of the channel here.
Extra sarap, extra saya. I have an update from my creator. I suggest
Credits to the video. Credits to the video credits to this video.
to make a Twitter account because you're a big fan of FNAF. I suggest you shouldn't do that. This is literally threat for FNAF series future. Before you click the link in the description, I want to said you should not watch the video because some of you don't like some things exist in the world. I cannot tell what happens unless you thinking positive and no comments anything. If I see something wrong, I think I should do it. And thanks for watching.
What do you mean? What do you mean? This one probably.
My creator has made his possible last update on Reddit or better mean
Use Kade.
his internet. The message isn't specifically directly at the Reddit community. Is also just the community that he care about the most and where he choose to post these things. He never cared much for Twitter anyway. If you know the context, here's the message. He said, to say that the last few days have been surreal would be an understatement. I've debated greatly how best to address this, including not addressing it at all. But with so many people from the LGBT community in the fan base that I love, that's not an option. I'd like to think that the last 7 years would have given me the benefit of the doubt in regards to how I try to treat people, but there I was, trending on Twitter for being a homophobe, getting doxxed,
Wow.
people threatening to come to my house.
Wow.
My wife is 6 weeks pregnant and she
What?
spent last night in fear because of what was being said online. She has already been struggling with her pregnancy, so seeing her so afraid really scared me. All this
Twitter is
because
really,
I exercised my
really
right
scary, man.
and
They-
my
they act
duty
like the
as
Nazis,
an
man.
American citizen to vote for and support the candidates who I felt could best run the country for everyone. And that's something that I won't apologize for. For those who took the time to look, you saw that the candidates I supported included men, women, white people, black people, Republicans, and Democrats. I supported Kimberly Klacik in Baltimore because I believed that she really cared for the African American community there and wanted to pull them out of poverty. I believed she could have really made a difference in a time when so many black communities were struggling. She lost. Unfortunately, I supported Tulsi Gabbard, a Democrat, even though I disagreed with her on several issues, because I felt she would have been a good and fair president. And yes, I supported President Trump, because I felt he was the best man to fuel a strong economy and stand up to America's enemies abroad, of which there are many, even if there were candidates who had better things to say to the LGBT community directly, and bigger promises to make. I believed that their stances on other issues would have ended up doing much greater harm to those communities than good. All of this explanation, I fear, is wasted, as people don't want to discuss with one another anymore. They want endless apologies and submission. People who are expecting those from me will get neither. I've always been supportive of creators, and have tried to treat everyone fairly, and treat everyone with dignity and respect. I've never cared about anyone's race, religion, gender, or orientation. I just treat people as people, everyone the same, and because of that, I've ended up with a very diverse group of people that I've worked with over the years. It wasn't intentional, it just happened that way. I choose people who are best for the job. I treat everyone the same, and I ended up with people from all walks of life in my professional life and my personal life as well. That's the way it should be. That's the way I want it to be. That's the way I will continue to be. I'm a Republican. I'm a Christian. I'm pro-life. I believe in God. I also believe in equality, and in science, and in common sense. Despite what some may say, All of those things can go together. That's not an apology or promise to change. It's the way it's always been. If I get cancelled, then I get cancelled. I don't do this for the money anymore. I do it because I enjoy it. If people think I'm doing more harm than good now, then maybe it's better that I get cancelled and retire. I would accept that. I've had a
If he gets
fulfilling
cancelled,
career.
then
Besides,
what will
most
happen to the
things
FNAF
that people
community?
can take from you are things that never had much value to begin with. I have always loved, and will continue to love, this community and this fanbase, even if someday it doesn't include me anymore. Thanks for watching.
Scott was really getting cancelled for supporting Trump, man. And they say that people will come to his house to attack him. Literally, that's far more worse, man. Even though she has a wife that is pregnant right now. That is really pregnant right now. The cancel culture was really so stupid. Really so stupid, and act like the Nazis from World War II, man. Hashtag I stand by Scott.
The first time since 2014 without a single FNAF game in release, but also my creator's game as well, though the year was meant to usher new upcoming game especially for PlayStation 5, 4, and PC. The effects of a real worldwide pandemic halted the company's momentum as may slow progress make the game, or keep growing, bug fix, updating, bug fix, and so on. Had to delay, forsake whoever contribute made. Before we know him do FNAF, he also made the game back at 1994, and of course his first game, Doofus, 95, floppy disk, 2002, RPG Max, 2003,
He has a lot
The
of
Fifth
games that he made,
Paradox, RPG Max 2, Lost Island, Elimage, Mega Knight, Dank Knight, Dungeon, Dinostria, Phantom Core, The Moon Mission, War, Gunball, Stellar Gun, Ships of Chaos, Legacy of Flan Series, 2004, Flanville, Jungle Apocalypse, Minions, 2005, Flanville 2, Metroid, Ripped Worlds, Let RPG Creator, and Sit and Survive. That's all so far we know, only made by one man since, in this mid-2021. Every time we watch some streamer how much related FNAF, my creator donates an insane amount of money for charities. Sort by the most, he paid $500,000 for St. Jude's Hospital via Game Theory event. According to creator of Popgoes, his total donation was at least $1,136,200. But we know that people didn't like the game, which is FNAF World, and refunded everyone that wanted a refund and made the game free afterwards. He made a whole game. Just say he is sorry for the delays of security breach. Another wonderful history of my creator is, he gave a chance to the people that made fan games and is allowing them to put the games on mere platforms. No developers can do that. And the first history to getting movie adaptation. The game publisher credit only his name, not his studio name if he have. Like Konami, Microsoft, Sega, Bandai Namco, and etc. Think everyone, think. My creator has done so much for all of us. He could have just said goodbye to us in FNAF 3 like he planned about who's the purple guy from the second one. No, somehow back that time was so weird. What is next game's vision beside FNAF? Maybe
Yes, I
different genre, 2D
remember
game, or 3D
watching
game that would
videos
not
back
look
in
animatronic style
2015
again.
and 14,
RPG
man.
game but with price. I'm in. No matter what hard the game, I'll want to play the game. But reality is, since he have much love for us, he kept going with this series. Is it too much to ask to give the man a bit of respect? Even if we are different people and don't know the man personally, we don't need to know what his different beliefs. We also support my creator's decision. Honestly, I don't care at all. We just want to know who made the game. That's it. Why we need to know everything. Like, who is he? Who is his wife? Who is he married to? Who is he in FNAF? What is his net worth? Age? Email? Phone number? Address? Doing now? And etc. Just leave this man and his family alone. Anyone just need to be a polite fan. Stop seeing theirs personal info and future. Just start what you're doing. And we made news for Big Brain Community. This is the hashtags I will use. I stand with Scott if they do that again in the future. And thanks for watching.